Hi, this is Dr. Swanberg, and I wanted to go over this handout with you. It's the preview of the argument essay with research, and it's just going over what we're going to be working on for the next several weeks as we go through the steps of putting together a research essay. Now, we do our research essay in pieces so that we can have the appropriate relationship to our sources so that you can learn how to use sources appropriately, how to find your sources, how to evaluate your sources. So we're going to do this project one step at a time. Our goal is a 7-paragraph research essay. It's worth 200 points, while other essays are worth 100 points. It is longer because it's 7 paragraphs. Our minimum word count is more like 1,000 to 1,200 words as opposed to 750 to 1,000. So this one's a little bit longer. You are required to have 4 sources. One of them I have provided to you this week. You'll choose one of the 2, the one that supports your view. You will choose that one. And then you'll locate 3 from the Lawson Library databases. And there will be a lesson on how to use the Lawson Library databases when it's time to do that. You will use 2 to 3 direct quotes from each source, dedicating 1 full paragraph to each of your 4 sources. So there will be 4 body paragraphs that are representing 1 each of your 4 sources. And again, I'll provide you with one of those sources, and then you'll locate the other 3 from the Lawson Library databases. All right, and then at the end, of course, there's an MLA formatted works cited list that will have 4 entries in it. And again, we'll go over how to do that before it's required. However, it is a 7-paragraph essay, and if you've been counting, that's thesis, 4 source paragraphs, and conclusion, that's only 6. And here's where it's important that you took care of your midterm, because your midterm is the first step in how we get to our goal. Your first step is to write a draft, thinking the essay topic through on your own without any research. And I have students do this because I always want you to approach every research project with the idea in mind that the research is there to support you and your views. And it's not there to tell you what your views should be. It's not a book report. It is you taking a stand and then using evidence to support your views. And in order to have that healthy relationship with your sources, I ask you to start out by fleshing out the essay on your own without thinking about other people and what they've said. I want you to think about what you think about it. And that's why the midterm was the way it was. So you're going to be thinking about that independently and writing about it on your own without any research. And that, my friends, is where our thesis paragraph and our first body paragraph will come from. So your first body paragraph will be a paragraph, all your own reasons for feeling the way you feel. Without any research. So again, we're going to be leading with the author. That's you. You're the author. So the first thing we're going to do is write a draft, thinking the essay through on our own without any research. We explore our opinions and choose a side. That's through discussion board. We learn to write a strong paragraph about a source using the source I provided. So before we go out and look for sources in the library, first you're going to learn how to use a source. And then that'll help you know what you're looking for, right? If you know what you're going to have to do with it when you've got it, it's going to make it much easier to choose and say, is this going to serve my needs? So you'll use one of the 2 essays I provided in week 6 to begin to show support of your own view. So there's one that's for removing the Confederate monuments. There's one that's against removing the Confederate monuments. And you'll choose the one that matches your own view, and you'll write about it. And that will be one of your 4 sources. Then you're going to locate 3 additional sources from the Lawson Library databases that also support your own view. So for or against the removal of the Confederate monuments. So if you say you are for the removal of the monuments, then all of your sources will support that view. If you say you are against the removal of the monuments, all of your research will support that view. Then you're going to write about those 3 library sources using the same source paragraph model that we learned back here. Then you're going to revise the draft that you wrote in your midterm from week 6 to have a strong thesis, conclusion, and 1 body paragraph of our opinion without research. And then you're going to put all of that together to combine it into a draft combine the draft without research with the source paragraphs that you've written to create a 7-paragraph essay. So the 7 paragraphs will be a thesis paragraph. Second paragraph will be a paragraph of your independent opinion without any sources in it. The third paragraph will be about that teacher provided source, either for or against. Paragraphs 4, 5, and 6 will be 1 each for your 3 library resources. And then paragraph 7 will be your conclusion. And then we'll add our works cited list. So we're going to take this 1 step at a time, a few paragraphs at a time, and build this essay together. I hope that helps you have a clear sense of what's coming up. It is going to be essential that you stay caught up with the weekly assignments, because if you don't stay caught up with the weekly assignments, you won't get the feedback that you need, and you'll end up having to write a 7-paragraph essay all at once with no feedback, and that usually turns out really, really badly. That's the model that we had in my online class last semester, and everybody flunked and had to try again. So I redesigned the course. It was someone else's design, and I redesigned the course to work in this way where we're breaking it down and doing it 1 step at a time. So if you stay with me and do 1 step at a time with me, by the time this essay is due, you will have drafted it, you will have gotten feedback on it, you'll have been able to change things and upload them and try them again if they didn't work, and then you'll just be putting it together and revising and editing. All right, I hope this helps you know what's coming up. Definitely email me if you have any questions.